when you have a problem and you take intoxicant, in order for solve the problem not is solved. The problem is enough na corner wait for you. As you sense come back, the problem come. Subhanallah. Somebody asked someone, why are you taking Subhanallah tramadol? He said, I get big problem. So I want to sleep fine. Okay, no problem, go and sleep. When you wake up, the problem is going to continue. Subhanallah. It doesn't solve the problem. It does not solve the problem. You have to face the problem, Subhanallah, and do something with the help of Allah for solve that problem by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you take drugs, did that solve the problem? The answer is no. It doesn't solve the problem. When you take push, we push go up. We not push go up. In fact, to push can down. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you strength. Wallahi, we have to really talk about this one with all due respect. Bi-iznillahi ta'ala. When push starting for enter inside the mosque, Subhanallah. When Kush begin enter inside the prayer places them, then we begin worry. Subhanallah. We start thinking how people will listen to lecture again. When Kush enter inside with schools them, then we have a problem. We have a big problem. Subhanallah. A child taking this intoxicant. You look at him, Papa Ebonam. He say, young man, your face look familiar to me. Subhanallah. He say, young man, your face look familiar. You know why? Now because it don't block the sense where we distinguish between him papa and somebody else. So you know sabi difference again. Subhanallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen we. Today we see young boys at school, they look at the teacher and say, you will talk to me. Those who are selling it, they get money. Some people are selling kush today to the young men, subhanallah, because they are making money. In fact, some people don't think say it is the quickest way for make money, subhanallah. So they order it. It has a cartel, subhanallah. A whole cartel is running. People are going, they know where they are getting it. And those who are buying, they know where they can buy it as well, subhanallah. There are people today where they sit very close to you. You go shock the day where you don't know, say this na a kush seller. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive our mistakes them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say in them, there is a great amount of sin, but there is benefit as well. Some person they tell you, say, wait la go check for you. Wait la go drink for you. You know they read a statement and they, wait la go check la come misbehave. So if they go for them, na a benefit when you check, it can misbehave. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect you. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, wa ithmuhuma, the sin in them, akbar min naf'ihima, is far more greater than the benefit where they indent here. Subhanallah. So what happened? First verse in the Quran regarding intoxicant. Some of the companions, them, some will accept Islam recently. Some of them, mashallah, they start reducing the drinking of alcohol, the intake of wine by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and gambling. But they not stop totally. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring another verse in the Quran in Surah Nisa. He say, La taqrabu salah wa antum sukara. Una not come close to prayer or una check. So when you drink, subhanallah, something where they make you check, no come close to salah. Why is that? Now because your prayer not going to be correct. Imagine somebody taking kush and he come for salah. And he say, Allahu Akbar, then the sleep come. What will happen? He could drop his sleep. Subhanallah. He no say salam, he no read no surah at all. Subhanallah, he go sleep. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive or mistakes them. If you take another substance, what will happen? There are times instead of starting down, you go start up, or you start in the bottom in a way that you mix up the verse system. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive or mistakes them. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, do not come closer to prayer. Why should you check? Until you know exactly what they say in the salah. So what happened? Some as well, they left more by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So waiting some of them be they do, then when revelation be they come. Early in the morning, subhanallah, after salah, after the morning salah, then take more. When then take, then say before zuhr they come, we go down normal. Then we go pray again. And after zuhr we take back. Before asr they come, we go down normal. So up to that point, many no left alcohol. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bring the verse, we can stop them completely. All intoxicants. And Almighty Allah says this in Surah Al-Ma'idah. When Quran number 5, verse 90 to 91, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, Ya ayyuhalladhina amanu, oh, now we believe. A specific message to those who believe. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue, he say, innamal khamru والميسر والأنصاب والأزلام رجس من عمل شيطان فاجتنبوه لعلكم تفلحون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, oh, now we believe. We will not surrender to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Almighty Allah say, certainly and surely, in the institution of intoxicants, no matter the name where you give them, subhanallah, or the name where they give them, as long as an institution where they intoxicate a human being, on a substance where they intoxicate human being, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala tell you, say, look, pay attention, I want to tell you something. You see this institution? Secondly, the institution of gambling, no matter the name where you give them. Today we have different types of names when it comes to gambling, subhanallah. No matter the name where you give them, as long as it is gambling, wherein people come, they put money for like one person or two, take all, subhanallah, it don't become gamble. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive who mistakes them. Whether a prediction, when they send message to you, they say predict whether they win this game and you go get this, that is gambling in and of itself. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you guidance. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say this institution of gambling. And thereafter, for sacrifice animals in front of idols, them for the sake of idols, and for sick decision by using a form wherein they use sticks them for make a decision. Subhanallah, say you take whatever two way take, that is a decision. And call her azulam. Subhanallah, for sick decision by using a means that is not permissible by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Almighty Allah say all of the institutions they are. Na rijisum min amali shaitan, na the dirty handiwork of shaitan. Fajitanibuhu, una stay away from her. La'allakum tuflihun, so that una go be successful in this life, una go be successful in the year after. When mean say our success primarily is connected by us staying away from the institutions there. Subhanallah. Why is that? Now because the destruction in the institution that is too much. When somebody begin take intoxicant, for example, somebody taking kush, or somebody taking tota pack or pega pack, and really it don't become addicted to it. If you don't get the money for buy them, what they do? It go begin selling property. That is the lowest level. It go sell what he gets. But if at all you don't get something for sell again, do you know what it happen? It begin thief. A community, a society where intoxicants spread, nobody is safe at all. Subhanallah. You have to check your doors 3 times or more times per night. Because as long as these things they spread, especially in the context we belong, we have to be worried. These are our brothers, these are our sisters, subhanallah. The problem in them is too much. Wallahi, I was watching a video, subhanallah, a documentary over the damages where this particular substance they do to beloved brothers and sisters of this nation. Subhanallah. Their foot and they swell, subhanallah. Some they get sores na their foot, subhanallah. They get lots of complications. Somebody they work out even breast bloom, subhanallah. It is for them. Why is that? Because all his strengths don't go due to this thing. Subhanallah. We need to ensure that we protect the brain so that it will continue for rain. Any way they take inside the brain where they drain them, Islam they say no, not take them. Why? Because you don't need for drain your brain. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen we. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for grant you guidance. My beloved brothers and sisters, this is something that has to be really a thing we need for conscientize yourself about. By the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the way it is growing, it is high time, subhanallah, we say something about it. Why is that? Now because Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he say in a hadith, he say, marra aminkum munkar, whosoever will see or will witness indecency or bad thing where they happen in a community, in a nation, he say if you get the power for yughayyiruhu biyadihi, una change out una hand, subhanallah. This is where the role of the government, the role of those in leadership, they have to come using the power, subhanallah. Wallahi, these are cartels, and those who are doing it, subhanallah, they have a link to do it, subhanallah. That link can be cut off biiznillahi ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for protection. So using power, those in power need for take a decision. Say anybody will take this thing, we go lash them so and so amount. Or anybody will take this thing, we go do this thing to them. This is power. If you papa talk, you know listen. Perchance where government talk, you go listen. Do you know why? Because government in talk, power de biena. Subhanallah. Power de biena. Biiznillahi ta'ala. So Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam say, فَيُغَيِّرُ بِيَدِهِ. Those who get power in the community, those who are blessed in the community, we get power. We have to change this particular bad practice by using power, using the hand, by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. How can we change it as well? Sometimes go to these young men. For those who Allah don't bless with wealth, go to them. Why are you taking this thing? And many of them will tell you, wallahi, from this documentary, many of the youth man, the way they interview as to why they are taking kush, they say, now because we not get job. Because we are jobless. Is that a good reason? The answer is no. Subhanallah. Subhanallah. Wallahi, no government, no day, where they able make job for everyone. It's not possible. Subhanallah. Individualistically, you are responsible for yourself. Subhanallah. You are you. And that you can be developed by you with the help of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Wallahi, you can engage in something beneficial by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, as long as his brain is okay. Bi-iznillahi ta'ala. You can engage in skill work by the will of Allah. You can sell top up. Per chance, that top up, it will lift you up. Bi-iznillahi ta'ala. If you sell them according to the way how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants you for sell. And when I say top up, today top up have another meaning. Subhanallah, I'm talking of the credit card where they buy, or the top up where they buy from the company, not the top up where they top up in order for go up in terms of haram. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive our mistakes. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for granting guidance. So my beloved brothers and sisters, when people say we are taking this thing because job not there, because we are neglected, subhanallah, try and do something. Try and do something. Start something. Start somewhere. For go somewhere. So those who Allah don't bless with wealth in we community, let's ensure that we facilitate a project for the youth man them. Now the community, don't only keep accusing them. We have some people them we rich in we communities them. Allah bless them so much. They can open an institution where we employ 20 people, but they prefer for keep the money. Subhanallah. They prefer for keep them. Subhanallah. When we start investing, what will happen? We will create job for many young people. Bi-iznillahi ta'ala. So start something by the will of Allah. For those who Allah bless within the community, engage youth man them in a proper way. By the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, engage them. We know the saying that the idle mind, not the devil workshop. When the mind is idle, anything can carry that mind in. Subhanallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect we. So my beloved brothers and sisters, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say, when you see something we're wrong in our community, let we use your hand for change them. Use power. Parents can use their power. Bi-iznillahi ta'ala, we Almighty Allah give them as parents for control and picking them as well. By the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the schools has to use the power where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless them with also for reduce the growth of this particular menace in this community. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen we. Thereafter, he says, فَإِنْ لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ. If not able to use the hand for change, فَبِلِسَانِ. Use the tongue. Let me say something about them. Say something about them. In schools, let's start teaching our kids the danger of drugs. Subhanallah. In our homes, call your kids. Tell them the danger of drugs. By the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we need to say something about them. By the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, talk to people. Talk to your friend. If you know your friend where they into it, talk to them. Subhanallah. Try for kajolam. Tell them the danger. Bi-iznillahi ta'ala. Perchance Allah go bless you wordings. And this person go change because of this effort. By the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. No get a friend whom you know is engaging in something that is bad. And you are still closer to him. You know the advice him. Subhanallah. When mean say don't collaborate with him. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgive or mistakes them. So we have to say something about it. We need for raise them. There are times one way for end something we not correct, now for raise awareness. The more people aware about them, now the more then they be careful of them. Bi-iznillahi ta'ala. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for granting guidance. And Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam say, فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ. If we never use the tongue for change, for be qalbi, then we need for hate them inside we heart. وَذَلِكَ أَضْعَفُ الْإِيمَانِ. That is the weakest part of it, but at least you did something. You hate them inside heart. When you see people in the duam, it hurt you a lot. It need for hurt you. No praise them when they do am. Say, oh man, it's a be really smoke this year. No praise the person. You need for hate them inside your heart. Subhanallah. You are not hating the person. You hate the act where they do not correct. In Islam, when somebody they commit a sin or they do something way not correct, You know they hate the person. They hate the bad way they do. Because when you hate the person, you know they will help them at all. Subhanallah. So they hate the bad, say this is not bad, subhanallah, but I still love this brother. I want her to be better, subhanallah. And don't look low upon them as well. Allah could have made you like them, subhanallah. It is by the mercy of Allah that they protect your brain. And you know they take anything where they drain your brain. But they are taking it, subhanallah. Some of them will tell you out of frustration, that is why they are taking it. Do you know what happened? When you have a problem, and you take intoxicant, in order to solve the problem not be solved. The problem they turn up na corner wait for you. As you sense come back, the problem come. Subhanallah. Somebody asked someone, why are you taking, subhanallah, tramadol? He said, I get big problem. So I want to sleep fine. Okay, no problem, go and sleep. When you wake up, the problem is going to continue. Subhanallah. It doesn't solve the problem. It does not solve the problem. You have to face the problem, subhanallah, and do something with the help of Allah for solve that problem by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. When you take drugs, did that solve the problem? The answer is no. It does not solve the problem. When you take kush, we push go up. We not push go up. In fact, we push candle. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant you strength. Wallahi, we have to really talk about this one with all due respect. Bi-iznillahi ta'ala. When kush starting for enter inside the mosque, subhanallah. When kush begin enter inside the prayer place system, then we begin worry. Subhanallah. We start thinking how people are going to listen to lecture again. When kush enter inside with school system, then we have a problem. We have a big problem. Subhanallah. A child taking this intoxicant. You look at him, Papa Ebonam. He say, young man, your face look familiar to me. Subhanallah. He say, young man, your face look familiar. Do you know why? Now because it don't block the sense where we distinguish between him papa and somebody else. So you know sabi difference again, subhanallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala strengthen we. So that we see young boys at school, they look at the teacher and say, you will talk to me. Subhanallah. You will talk to me. It is something that was unheard of, subhanallah, before. But today it is common in the school. A small boy, you go shock as a teacher. When a small boy look at you, you say, you will talk to me. Subhanallah, you look at him, Usa go knock this one. You don't know exactly Usa they knock him. But this young man is so charged and developed that if you knock one, newspaper they sell. Subhanallah. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for strengthening. And ask Allah to forgive who mistakes them. Wallahi, they are our beloved brothers and our beloved sisters. It's upon us for be genuine in the advice they would give for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We ask Allah for strength in all. We ask Allah for granting the strength for stay away from intoxicant by the will of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فاستغفروه إنه كان غفارا. Lord, ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for forgiveness. We hope and pray that subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive our mistakes. Astaghfirullah.